Okay, so you clicked on this video, because you were wondering like why pre-workout is something that actually hurts your gains compared to not taking pre-workout. And only real lifters don't need pre-workout. And the reason for that is because pre-workout is a copycat. Well, let me rephrase that. Pre-workout is something that you just don't need, dude. Because like, why do you need to have that extra amount of caffeine? You're basically saying that your mind isn't strong enough to get you into the gym by yourself without having the caffeine. And I never really understood that whole concept. Like, sure, don't get me wrong, I did do some sort of caffeine for quite some time and did pre-workout when I first started lifting. And I think it's incredibly valuable that you do pre-workout in the beginning just to help you build in the habit. At least that's what I did. But after a certain period in time, like, you really don't even need to do pre-workout. The reason for that is because if you have to rely on something to get you into the gym, are you really a true lifter? And that's always been my perspective on things, is like, if you're not a true lifter, then what are you doing in the first place? Like, my perspective on it is like, my mentality, my mental strength, and my ability to move my body is gonna then get my blood flowing, so then I don't need the pre-workout. Well, on the other hand, like if I use Citrulline or something like that, which that's what basically gives you the pump, that is where you could use like the aspect of pre-workout, but you could also just buy Citrulline or Citrulline and beetroot powder, mix that together, and then you get the same amount of pump without the caffeine. Because I was talking with some dude this morning before recording this video for you, and I asked him if he took pre-workout, and he's like, no, I don't take pre-workout. Usually a half a cup of coffee works for me. And I was like, well, how come? Like, what's the reason for you not taking pre-workout? And he's like, I have 2 kids, man. It's hard for me to fall asleep. That was the other thing too that I started to notice. Like, when I was working out in 4 in the afternoon or so, like if I took pre-workout right before going to the gym, I felt like my sleep was hindered a little bit, and sleep is the most important thing. And I'll make a video on sleep and the quality of sleep and how to get better quality so that you can have more gains, because that's just an aspect that comes into it. So to make sure that you don't miss that video, please subscribe to the channel right now. It's completely free. It doesn't take anything other than a click of a button. So basically what he was saying, and what I've noticed myself as well too, is like, if I just have a little bit of coffee, say in the morning, or like before maybe a workout if I really wanted to, but like I really don't even need to have that. But like some people, they do need a little bit of caffeine. Not saying that it's absolutely necessary or required, but there is some aspect that can help you get into the gym to build in the habit. Once you have the habit and you've been going to the gym for like 30 to 60 days, I don't really see the point in doing any sort of caffeine at that point, at least any pre-workout. Plus, it's incredibly expensive. Like, a bottle of pre-workout gives you maybe 30 servings or so, and it's usually 30 to 60 bucks, depending on the pre-workout, which if you do go with pre-workout, never go with C4, one of the worst ones that I would recommend. Bucked Up is a really good one that I found out that I really enjoyed back when I was taking it. But like, you don't need it. Like, it's cool at first, like you're like, okay, I'm gonna do the dry scoops because you see everybody doing dry scoops online, which that's what I did. I was mixing it together, but I was like, this takes too long. Or if I just do like a shot to the dome, it was 10 times easier for me to do it that way. So I just preferred that method of being able to ingest my pre-workout. And it did give me like a little bit bigger pump. Like, I felt like I was getting more vascular and things like that. But even after I stopped taking pre-workout, like I was still remaining vascular, still remaining strong. I was still able to move the weight in the ways that I was doing when I was taking pre-workout. So I was like, do I really need to be spending $30 to $60 on pre-workout if I'm still able to get the same pump without having the pre-workout? And I just decided to take it out of my diet and take it out of my routine and my regimen. And it seemed like nothing really changed. Like, my strength, my pumps, my ability to show up at the gym, it didn't change because I built in the habit. I found out that like I just love lifting. I don't have to have a supplement. Whereas there are other people, maybe yourself included right now, you're trying to get started going into the gym. You're wanting to know how to like get into the habit of going to the gym. And it's always good to have like a cue, a routine, and a reward. So like the cue could be like you taking your pre-workout or something like that. The reward is you going to the gym. And then from there, like you can, the cue could be like you taking the pre-workout. The routine could be you going to the gym, and then the reward could be you coming home and having like some sort of sweet or treat or something like that to help you build on the habit of going to the gym itself. I found out that was incredibly helpful for me. It might be helpful for you as well too, but it's just like, you don't have to have pre-workout. A lot of people that I talk to nowadays, like, they don't take it, I don't take it. Maybe you are taking it, which if you are, like, I mean, by all means, take it, whatever, like that's up to you. I just know in the long term, like it's gonna hurt your sleep, it's gonna hurt your gains, and it's gonna hurt your overall well-being, because you're gonna become addicted and reliant on said thing, which if you become addicted and reliant on said substance or some sort of like gimmick that you need, then it's not really going to help you out at all. And like all these other fitness influencers, all these other people you probably listen to online in the fitness like community, maybe Matt Does Fitness, or like Jesse West, I believe his name. Like if you listen to them and they're like, oh, take pre-workout, or even milk too, like I know they sell a supplement, it's because they're trying, like they want to help you, but also at the same time they're trying to grow their business, which I mean, I'm going to be doing that eventually as well too. Not maybe selling like a creatine thing, but there will be some sort of like coaching that I do, which if you are interested in that, you can always send me an email down below, and I'm happy to help you get set up on some sort of like regimen around training, muscle strength, or like endurance, or any sort of other aspect of like coaching related health mindset type of things. Because the pre-workout, it's just going to help you out in the short term, whereas if you develop a strong mind on the other hand, that's going to help you create like lifetime and lifelong fulfillment around fitness. Awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Comment down below if you are using pre-workout or not. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.